Staying comfortable and actually being able to not just suffer through, but recuperate in camp in harsh conditions is a large part of what attempting big mountains is all about. I once had an instructor tell me that camping in the cold one night is easy, but that 2 nights is hard. He wasn't being literal, but his point was that you can make some mistakes and pass one uncomfortable night fairly easily. But if you have any bad habits, things you might do wrong again and again, then that second night, or the third, will eventually make you pay. I took my kids out for 2 nights and 48 hours in below 0 Fahrenheit conditions because they wanted the challenge, but I also wanted to have plenty of time to get into the habits we want to instill and want to avoid when making deeply cold camping something better than just tolerable. And I thought I'd do a different kind of video this time. I thought I'd do more of a chronology of the trip and then narrate over it with a few nuggets or key points as they came up. Let me know if you like this little experiment in the comments, and maybe I'll do more or less like this. Here's our Deep Cold, a 48-hour challenge. First, we didn't go far up the trail, only about half a mile. I wanted a pretty easy extraction if things got to be too much for the kids. I also hadn't dragged a sled since Denali. Kids should only carry about 15% of their body weight, so there is only so much they can help pack in. It was warm to start, just above freezing, so you'll notice some ungloved hands, which I think is a mistake. Despite my warnings, sometimes my kids have to learn the hard way, but we'll come back to that. I dig out a pit under my vestibule and make storage and putting on boots a lot easier. Touching metal with bare hands and then being careless with gear. Remember those bad habits I talked about? Everything needs a place in your tent. It's easy to lose vital equipment.
Okay, are you sure that's where you want your hat?
Where's your hat?
It's on top of your backpack. Your trash, mister. Connor, where'd your trash go? Yep. Okay.
I had a stove fail. If a multi-day trip is dependent on it, it's good to have a backup. The boys are trying to tell you about melting snow for water. If snow is your only source, that can mean from 4 to 6 ounces of fuel per person per day.
The twigs, dirt, and germs can get all in the public. So, I can't wait again to adventure. It smells like victory.
Overnight, it really got cold. The single most impactful thing I do for a warm night is boil water and place the hot water bottle in the bottom of my sleeping bag.
So this is the morning, and we had a really slept well last night.
Round things for round pots, an English muffin placed back to back, and a pat of butter on each side. A coffee filter does wonders for keeping debris out of your water. If you get cold, a brief uphill walk is a great way to generate heat.
Dress the knot.
If the weather is too bad to move, boredom can set in. There should be plenty of things to do that are productive. But this is also why climbers often pass around paperback books, despite the weight. And, of course, take full advantage of those breaks in the weather.
You don't want to go much past your belly button.
Toe warmers and boot liners are great insurance for a cold night. That's one of the benefits of having double boots. Shelter gets packed last, in case you need it.